recent ASMR ramble that I posted. He is a Vizsla, which is a very high energy breed. And unfortunately, from running and sprinting and cutting when playing fetch, I think he hurt his hip. So he was going to PT for, I think it was 8 months to rehab that hip. He is mostly back to normal now. But I made some at-home things to continue PT with him so that he can stay in good shape. And that's what this is from. Let's move on. Next up I have one of my new favorite triggers to use. It's this silicone candy mold. I go through hobbies really quickly, and I've tried a lot of different things. Making small hard candies was one of them. I honestly think that's what life is all about, though. As cheesy as it sounds, it's about love and learning new things and exploring as much as you can. And I don't even mean exploring in like the physical sense, like traveling. I mean exploring everything that life has to offer. Like making hard candies. Okay, I think it's time to move on. Next up, I have this mechanical keyboard. Mechanical keyboards make so many amazing noises. Of course, when you type on them, but also when you just lightly tap on the keys. Because you get the first sound of your finger hitting the key, and then you get the slight clack of the key shifting on the stem. And then, of course, sounds based on how much pressure you put. This is what it sounds like with light pressure. This is what it sounds like with medium pressure. And this is what it sounds like with hard pressure. And then, of course, you have other places to tap to. And even if you're not into tapping, you can do other things like scratch the plastic case. That's another noise. You can use your nails to run along the keys. So many options. Let's move on though. Next up I have this glasses case. This is a soft case that came with these very glasses. And it has a lens wipe inside. Am I the only person in the world who only ever uses a lens wipe to wipe their glasses? I never wipe them on my shirt or anything like that. This is a fake leather case. So it has the texture of leather. It's kind of like that alligator skin texture. And the inside is felt. Or something like felt. I think we can move on now. But let me put this back. Next up, I have another super simple trigger. It's just a piece of paper, but it's very crinkly, and when you tap on it, it makes a nice noise. I think it's because you get the tapping and the crinkle at the same time. guys in another video recently with all crinkly triggers. That was one of my favorites to make because I love crinkly ASMR sounds. I usually try to time each trigger that I use to make sure that it's around 3 minutes each. But sometimes I feel like that's too much, and other times I feel like that's not enough. What do you guys prefer? I feel like a lot of the time it depends on your mood. Sometimes I want videos with a bunch of different triggers, and other times I want videos with just one trigger for the entire time. I think that's been about 3 minutes, but sometimes it's difficult because I have to remember what the timestamp was on my recording software. And also, I feel like I live in the noisiest neighborhood in the entire world. So I very often have to stop for 15, sometimes 30 seconds at a time if there's a train nearby that's honking its horn, or there's a plane going by, or a big truck, or a dog barking outside. So sometimes it's hard to gauge how long is going to be left after I edit everything out. But I think that's enough of this one, so let's move on. Next up, I have this handheld massager. It's made of wood, but it has these plastic holders that are holding these metal balls. And those are what massage your arm or leg or whatever you're using it on. So when you tap it, you get the jiggling of the metal balls in the plastic holders too. And you get different sounds based on which way you hold it and how much pressure or gravity is putting on the metal balls in there. I feel like my mind is just, it's like, well, you don't know if the other ones were exactly 3 minutes, so you might as well not even pay attention to see if the rest of them are going to be. Okay, let's move on. I have two more to show you. First is this cardboard box. This had glass screen protectors for our iPhones in them. In it. And I don't know why it's different than most cardboard boxes, but it's very crisp. Now that I'm looking at this, I realize that we never even opened this. I guess our screen protectors haven't broken yet, and we bought 2 packs for some reason. Okay, I'm going to move on to the last trigger now. Here it is. It's just a simple paint thing, sponge. Sounds out of this too. This is the first thing that I've ever used as a trigger on this whole channel that I actually don't have much to say about. Usually I'm really long-winded and can't shut up long enough to actually use the trigger. quality. Thanks so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next video.